Guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we are going to be making over another townie, and I figured we would make over probably the most iconic family in the whole Sims series, and that is going to be the Goth family. And so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so here is the wonderful and amazing Goth family. We've seen the Goth family in different states, different time periods throughout the Sims series. In the first Sims, we had Bella, Mortimer, and Cassandra, but Cassandra was a child. In Sims 2, we had Mortimer, Cassandra as an adult, and Alexander as a child. Bella unfortunately was missing. She got abducted by aliens, which, you know, that's a whole story on itself. And then in Sims 3, we actually had Bella in the Bachelor family as a child, and Mortimer with his parents Gunther and Cornelia as a child, and Bella and Mortimer were actually really good friends as children. So apparently, you know, they were friends and they ended up deciding that they loved each other and got married and had two amazing children. But once again, like all of the issues as far as the lore with The Sims 4, The Sims 4 kind of changes the storyline up a little bit, because obviously, at least with this present picture of the Goth family, most likely Bella would have probably been disappeared, abducted by aliens. She probably would not still be in the household, most likely. And I feel like Cassandra and Alexander probably have a bigger age gap if, you know, he was still a child in Sims 2 and she was like a grown adult. She was about to get married to Don Lothario, which is another little thing there. But, you know, as we know, Sims 4 has not done the best job at, you know, continuing on with the whole lore of The Sims 4, because another big thing too is most of the Sims series, Mortimer has been in the science career, but now in Sims 4 he's a writer, which is very different. So you know, that's one big thing, which I feel like with him being in the science career, it kind of ties in really well with Bella being abducted by aliens, because, you know, aliens and the science career are very closely related. But anyways, enough with, you know, all of that. We are going to start going ahead and editing the family and making the family over. So first, I'm going to do what I did not do with the Pleasant twins, is I'm going to do a duplicate of the whole family. So afterwards, we can do like a comparison of what they look like then and what they look like after I give them a makeover. So we're going to go ahead, because this is probably going to be a long video anyways, because it is 4 Sims and I take forever in cast. Okay, so we're going to start off with Miss Bella Goth, and so I'm gonna do what I do best, and I'm gonna kind of go ahead and strip her of everything so we can start off with a fresh situation. So now we're starting fresh face, and like usual with the makeovers, I'm really not gonna tweak much. I actually have a mod in my game now where I can remove the eyelashes, so I don't have to worry about slightly changing their face shape anymore. And there we go. So I don't have to worry about, you know, changing their face. If their face needs a lot of help or something, because like right here her eyes kind of droop in a weird way, so I might try and adjust that a little bit. But I think I'm going to try and see like what I can do as far as skin details to see if I can make it look, you know, okay with the skin details and like maybe even makeup and stuff. And then if I still feel like it needs some help or needs some work, I might do a little adjusting. But I want to try and make sure that their facial structures stay relatively the same unless they need help. Honestly, like her face looks fine to me, at least. It's just those eyes, they're like drooped down like too much a little bit. We will first start with her eyebrows. As far as vibes for Bella, I mean, despite the fact that in The Sims 4 she does have a job, she's a secret agent, I kind of feel like, you know, we're gonna stick with OG Bella kind of vibes, where she was unemployed, so basically a stay-at-home mother, because I feel like that's more accurate. I feel like that's the vibes that I would get from Bella, you know. She's a little different from your stereotypical stay-at-home mom. You know, obviously she has her signature, you know, tight red dress that she wears in all of the Sim series. So I feel like, you know, that's kind of her vibe, rather than your stereotypical rocking athleisure stay-at-home mom. So that's kind of the vibes I'm going with. I always struggle with brows in this game because I always stick with the same ones that I always use. I mean, I could probably like change the shape of her brows so one of these can fit better. I definitely think she would have well-groomed brows, that's for sure. But I'm the like last person that should be deciding this. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do for her brows. I give up. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go on to skin details. She is a young adult, so we'll keep her young and youthful. And I definitely think with the amount of money the Goths have, I don't think Bella would shy away from a little Botox or filler here and there to remain looking young and youthful. I actually really like this one, and I feel like this one makes her skin seem a little smoother than this one. So I might go with this one. I kind of like this one. This layer I typically put lashes on, so we'll go ahead and do some lashes. I think we'll definitely be going over the top with her. Did I even have to question that? I think we're gonna go for these. I like those. Okay. I think we can do a little blush. I mean, I don't think Bella would be opposed to going super heavy, but I just think like this one looks a little bit better and just like more natural. I think I'm going to go ahead and decide just to fix her eyes a little bit because this is just too much, you know? That honestly looks so much better. It looks so much better and so much more natural. Okay, now onto her hair though. So for her hair, I think we should kind of stick with what she had originally, which is, you know, the just like long, medium to long length black hair. I think that's kind of what we want to go for. Honestly, that's kind of a vibe. I mean, I think black hair in general, it just looks really good sometimes. It just like looks really, really nice. Ooh, I really like this one too. I feel like I'm just gonna like all the hair that I click on because it's black and black looks so good. I think she looks so pretty already, like even without like any makeup on, just, you know, with her skin details and her hair, she just looks so good. And I don't know what hair to pick. This one it has a lot of like gray little bits in there, which I don't want like that much. I'm okay with a little bit, but that much is like a little too much for me, and that one's too long. I think we'll go with this one because I think this one is like more of a true black, because I think this one is a little bluish and this one has a little bit more of that gray tone. So right here, I'm gonna skip accessories for now. I'm probably not going to do any hats anyways, but we'll skip earrings and necklaces and stuff until after we figure out what outfit she's doing. And for makeup, she did go really heavy on the makeup, at least in the sense for, I don't necessarily feel the need to go heavy, but I think we definitely just need to go like dark makeup for her. And I think that's kind of the vibe that I get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that one. That one was a very quick decision, but I really like it. I think it suits her really well. And honestly, because of that, I don't think I really need to add anything as far on this layer. Yeah, because it's not really gonna do much because she already kind of has that like smudged look. And I don't think, I mean, they go out, some of the eyeliner does go out past that, but I don't think it really adds that much to it. I might put those on her. It goes out a little bit and kind of like evens it out so you can really distinctly see the liner. So I might just add those to her. And for lips, I definitely want to do like a dark red. Okay, we're going to go for a little bit more of a matte look. And I think I'm going to go for that darker. Ooh, this one. Yeah, we'll go for this dark. Yes, she looks so good. I love it so much. I think she looks so much better already. Okay, so now moving on to what to actually get her to wear. I think we should definitely stick with like a dress kind of vibe. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm gonna really, I don't put that many like sexy kind of outfits in my game really, because like I'm just kind of like, I feel like a chill style myself, so I typically dress my Sims pretty chill vibes too. So I don't really know if I'm gonna have anything that's, you know, very suitable for sexy housewife vibes, but we will try. I feel like this is gonna be the hard part for me. I feel like so far this is probably the best option I have. I mean, I could kind of see Bella in something like this, actually. So after looking at all my options, I feel like I either would go with this option, which is very, very sexy mom vibes, or go for this one, which I think this one still kind of gives off, you know, kind of sexy mom vibes, but like a little more chill. So I think I'm gonna go with this one instead. So I think we're just gonna give her some like simple black heels, but I think that will be Miss Bella Goth. Actually, let me go to accessories because I always forget that. First things first is I need to try to start remembering that we have fingernails now. I think we're gonna go for these little coffin shaped red numbers. Or is that too much red? Let's see. Is that too much? It might be too much. Okay, maybe not. Maybe, oh, you know what? We should go black. You know, that's the goth vibes. And then I believe she actually did have a little ring on her finger, you know, because she is a married woman. So this, because that just feels like it might be like a kind of old fashioned ring. Okay, so let me go ahead and change out her lashes. I don't have that much when it comes to necklaces. I do have that, but I don't think that's kind of the vibe. I mean, we do have this one, which is in the game. I think it's actually base game. So this is Bella Goth. And so Mortimer Goth, we're gonna go ahead and take all of his stuff off. See, and this is another thing that I would say is kind of like messed up with like the Sims 4 lore and everything is because Mortimer is obviously, I mean, even just from looking at his face, obviously is older than Bella. But, you know, literally in just the previous Sims, they were both kids at the same time and they were friends. He has very stern brows. I feel like those kind of suit the vibe. Brows are just such a struggle for me, you know? I think I'm actually gonna go with these brows. He already has like some wrinklage, but I think I'm gonna keep that since, you know, he is supposed to look, you know, like a well-aged man. But we will try and find some other skin details that we can put on him. I feel like this right here, the skin detail right here, I think adds to the aging of him a good bit. Okay, so I think I'm done with his skin details. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to hair. She definitely has, you know, that like prim and proper hair. So I definitely think we will need to kind of do that. And for this one, I definitely think we can like incorporate like some of those like grayer streaks. And now the problem is gonna probably be is actually finding a hair that's probably more appropriate for him, because I feel like I try and find hair more for, you know, like young adult Sims rather than, you know, adult getting up in age kind of Sims. I think his eyes also kind of are doing a similar thing to what Bella's did, and they're just like really weirdly shaped. Okay, I think those are a little bit better. Still not great. This one might be an option. I feel like so far this one might be the best option. Ooh, this one is a good one too. This wings one. I think I might end up going with this one. Okay, so for right now, I'm gonna stick with this one. But if I decide to change my mind, I will change it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go to some facial hair because Mr. Mortimer has a little mustache, just, you know, right on his upper lip. That is a family trait. If you actually look at other goth men, they have a little mustache as well. The problem is, I don't really think I have that in my game as far as CC. I have like little like, I guess, goatee kind of styles. I know nothing about beards or mustaches. I think this is like the closest that I have, but it still has like that beard stuff to it, which I don't know if Mortimer would really, you know, go with. Don't really know if that's his style. This one is actually better a little bit, like, but it's still more of a goatee kind of vibes. Again, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. We might just have to stick with like what's already in the game, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I feel like this one isn't as bad. Yeah, I think this is the one we're gonna go with. I think that suits him. I wish it was like a little bit darker, but you know, sometimes your beard hair doesn't always exactly match the hair on your head. I don't know what to do for Mortimer. I think boys, men in general, it's just hard for me to kind of pick out their outfits because I don't have as much CC, which, I mean, I don't have to use CC, but preferably I would use it. But I just feel like I dress the men that I have in my game basically the same because I just don't have that much, and I just never see that much CC that I really like to add to my game for men. Men are a bit neglected all around when it comes to that. I think this one is pretty good. Because of this little number, I mean, it kind of gives off like more like fall cozy vibes too, at least with that swatch. I don't know if there's any other red swatch. There's this one. It's more plain. And I feel like I want him to kind of have like the same vibes as Bella with like the red and black. That's what we're aiming for so far. I'm liking this one the best. I mean, maybe something like this, which I use this all the time. But I mean, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I definitely need to try and get more CC for men in my game. Maybe we should go black though for him. But he does have a red suit on. That's the thing. He does have a red suit. I'm kind of like looking at him now. I feel like his face shape has changed maybe too much with the skin details. I might take that one skin detail off. Okay, so this is my final look for Makeover Goth. I did change his hair back to the other hair option that I had just because I feel like the hairline just was changing up his face too much. And I think that like kind of makes him look a little bit more like his old self. I feel like he looks like completely different. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was my adjusting of his eyes, or maybe it is just in general the skin details, because I did not touch his face any other way besides his eyes, but he looks so different to me, at least. So this is my version of Makeover Goth. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to Miss Cassandra Goth. Okay, so now that we have a fresh canvas with Cassandra, one of the first things I'm actually going to do is darken her skin tone a little bit, because in all of the previous Sims games, her skin tone was actually more closer to her mother's, where it's more of a medium skin tone rather than like a lighter skin tone like her father does have. So I'm gonna try, I mean, I might at least go like one lighter than her mother or something to kind of have that combo between the parents, or I might just stick with what her mother has. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm thinking, what I'm liking, and we'll go from there. And now I'm also realizing, guys, another thing I did not do, which I had to go back and do when I did the Pleasant Twins, is I did not do their eyes. Now that I'm actually like looking at her face. But she has dark brown eyes, so I'm gonna give her, I think, those. She might need an eye adjustment too, because she has her mother's eyes as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and change up. Okay, now that I'm looking at his eyes, I feel like his eyes are like super small now for his face. Maybe that's what's wrong with his face. I'm just gonna not make them too big, but make them bigger. He actually has like not super dark brown eyes. His are like a little lighter, like those maybe. Yeah, we'll go with those. Oh, I don't know where Cassandra gets her eyes from, because her eyes were super, super dark, but her parents actually have like light brown eyes. I mean, but that's genetics for you. You never know what you're gonna get. So I might make them a little bit lighter. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix her eyes. I can't. I don't know who came up with this eye shape, but it just looks so crazy. So I'm just going to fix them a little bit really quickly. Okay, those look a lot better. I might still adjust them a little bit more, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So she has some thin little eyebrows, and then onto her skin details. Since she's a teenager, I want to just stick with like some like light things, make her face like just seem, you know, pretty soft and, you know, not like overly done or anything like that. I like this, but I feel like it gives her like too much under eye bag stuff. So I think I might just go this one instead. Yeah, I think I like that one a little bit more. We should do a little blush on her, I think. Or we can, I should say. But like I said, I want to keep it very light because she is only a teen. So I don't want to do too much. She definitely looks so much like her mom compared to her dad. I think that's all I'm gonna do for skin details with her, you know, because I want to keep it really simple, not too much. Cassandra has always rocked the little pigtail kind of look, so I want to try and keep that essence and give her like some pigtails. We have space buns, we could maybe do that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like she just looked cute in anything. She's really cute. I feel like we can't go too wrong with this. If we do, then I'm the problem. We also have like these like messy kind of ones. This one has some bangs, which she did have bangs in some of the previous Sims, I think. I don't feel like that's kind of the look that she would have. I think she does, or she's supposed to, if you ignore Sims 4, I think she is supposed to take after her father and go into the science career. These little space buns are just so cute, and I feel like I don't use them enough. That's really cute too. I feel like Cassandra has looking completely different too, like her dad did. I don't think I have that many like pigtail vibes in my game. We have this, but I definitely don't think that she'd wear that. We have this, but I don't know if I kind of vibe with that. I'm gonna put some glasses on her because I feel like maybe that will bring her face together a little bit for me. Sometimes glasses can transform your face. I think maybe I'll go for this one. I don't think I really do these that often, so especially in like the silver. So I think I'm gonna do that for now, and then if I change my mind, I can change my mind. We have this one. This one might be actually the closest we have to the CC equivalent, but it's still a little long in my opinion. This is actually a lot harder. Oh, we have this too. I did not think that Cassandra was going to be this hard. Okay, so I decided to go with this hair for Miss Cassandra Goth. I also did go back and look at some older little pictures of Cassandra, you know, like in Sims 2 and everything. And I mean, honestly, she had different classes the whole time, but I think relatively I picture her as Sims 2 Cassandra, so we're gonna go with the circular glasses. And so I went ahead and changed that too, and so now we're gonna go ahead. I think I'm not gonna really put any makeup on her. I don't think that she really gives me the vibes, and even in like Sims 2, I don't think she ever really gave me the vibes that she like really cared all that much about makeup and stuff. I feel like she's like one of those people who like she looks just like her mom, and her mom is like a glitzy glam kind of mom, but like I think she takes more after her dad's personality, where she's a little bit chiller, and you know, she just likes science and stuff like that, which honestly I said that I wasn't gonna mess with their aspirations or traits, but I just feel like I have to. So I think I'm gonna make her a nerd brain, because like she's supposed to, like at least in Sims 2 she joins the science career, so I feel like, you know, she's not going to be a musical genius. I mean, I'm sure she might be, but like ultimately her real goal is to be a little science gal like her dad. Okay, so moving on to what her outfit will actually be. I automatically just think of this very suitable, and honestly her brother, at least I know in Sims 2, was in private school. Unfortunately, we no longer have private school in The Sims, but he was in private school. So like they totally would wear this possibly in private school. So I mean, like this to me is an option, but maybe we'll go for like a little bit more chill vibes. Maybe a little too much black there. She's really tiny, just like her mom. This is also kind of a vibe. I don't know, maybe we don't do like a little dress number, which I don't even think that she's in a dress she's in a skirt and top in the first one, but it's kind of like it gives off school uniform vibes. I feel like that's why my brain is going towards like a dress number. Or maybe we should make her like a little bit, you know, like this. I think it suits her, and then it has stars on it, which, you know, obviously can equate to science. Kind of like that skirt on her. I might go with this. I mean, it's basically kind of like the same thing, but I think just like a little bit more modernized. I don't know. Or we have something like this that we can, well, not that one. Like this that we can do. Kind of gives off school uniform vibes still. Or we can do it without the jacket and maybe do it with like black or like that. Or we can give her like a little sweater number. That's kind of cute. That's really cute too. But I feel like to do something different, maybe we should do this one now. You know what? We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go and do that, and then definitely want her to kind of have like a similar knee-high sock, and then like put her in some like loafer kind of shoes. I feel like I go for these all the time, every time I think of loafer shoes. Okay, so I think that's gonna be little Miss Cassie Goth. So there we go. Very simple. And now we're going on to the youngest member of the Goth family, Mr. Alexander, whose eyebrows don't even match his face. That's very interesting. I'm not gonna question it, you know? Okay, so obviously first things first is we definitely need to fix the brows. They should match your hair. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna keep his skin details pretty simple. I kind of like this one, and I don't think I've used this one for kids yet. Okay, I think I'm done with the skin details. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on his glasses. I don't have much as far as CC classes, but I feel like those will work. Those are a little too big. These, I think, are just right. So that's what we'll do for him. And then for his hair, this will be another struggle. I mean, this one is actually really nice. I think this one would suit him really, really well. It's nice, like pushed back, like simple look. Like I could see a private school kid having this look. I mean, this one isn't bad either. This one is really good. This one I think so far is my favorite. I do not have a lot of boys' hair, but I think I like this one for him. So I think that's the one we're gonna go with. I think Alexander's is gonna be our fastest sim yet. And then I'm also gonna kind of dress him up in like a schoolboy kind of uniform kind of vibes, which I'm kind of liking this top, but I don't know if I want to stick with that. Again, don't have much when it comes to boys, unfortunately. I just need to go CC hunting and shopping and only look at boys stuff because clearly it's lacking here. I do legit have like a school uniform, but I don't want to just like throw him in that, you know? I want to give him something interesting. It looks like he's a little cool kid in that. And then throw some slacks on him. Do like a slightly off color. That looks so skin tone-esque. It's a little much. Let me see my other options. I don't really have that many other options, and I don't think that there really is that much in-game either. I mean, I do have these in-game. I might just stick with these in-game. And then maybe I might change it to the color of the top. It might be like too dark. What is Alexander wearing anyways? He's wearing a sweater vest with like jeans. I mean, we could do jeans. So maybe we can stick with the original thing and then just do some like dark wash jeans. I mean, you know what? That's kind of a vibe. We'll stick with it. And then, because he's also a kid. So like kids still like run around and do things. So maybe he sports some, I don't think a goth would sport some Jordans, so maybe not those exactly. I definitely think they should still be black. I mean, I don't think he should be in like boat shoes or anything. Maybe I should just do Jordans. Or maybe these, because it gives a little bit of a different color to it. Okay, I was trying to do like some sneakers or whatever because he is supposed to be a kid, but I just couldn't, there's nothing that I've really vibed with. So I went ahead and put him in some, you know, more dressy shoes. So he's wearing some loafers. So that is Mr. Alexander Goth. So I will go back and I will do a little comparing with them. So here is my version of Alexander. Little cutie patootie. And then here is the original Alexander Goth. I think so far, I think he might be the one that stayed the most similar to their original. And then we have Cassandra. This is my version. And then here is the OG version. I think she looks a lot more youthful than the one that I have. I think she looks more like a teen. And then we have Mortimer. I think he looks the most different compared to my sim version and the original version. And then Bella looking gorgeous like usual. So gorgeous. And then here is OG Bella. You know, the makeup definitely got toned down quite a bit. But that is my version of the Goths. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You can also do a little comment down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye.